Some Amazon products are practical and some are just completely ridiculous, but somehow they're so fun that you might actually want one. Today, we're counting down 20 absurd but surprisingly entertaining Amazon products you can buy right now. Links are waiting for you in the description. Let's get started. At first glance, this might look like the most unnecessary thing you'll ever buy. And honestly, it probably is. But that's exactly what makes this toilet golf game so entertaining. The idea is simple. Instead of scrolling through your phone while sitting in the bathroom, you can practice your putting skills on a tiny golf course placed right in front of the toilet. The set usually includes a putting mat, a miniature putter, golf balls, and even a small flag to complete the experience. It's obviously not designed to turn you into the next golf champion, but it's guaranteed to get a laugh from anyone who sees it. It also makes a surprisingly popular gag gift for birthdays, office parties, Secret Santa exchanges, or anyone with a good sense of humor. It's one of those absurd Amazon finds that people buy just because it's funny, only to discover they actually end up using it far more often than they expected. There are plenty of Galaxy projectors on Amazon, but very few are as charming as this little astronaut. Instead of looking like another boring gadget, it doubles as a fun decorative piece even when it's turned off. Once you switch it on, it fills your ceiling with colorful nebula clouds and tiny stars that instantly change the atmosphere of any room. The astronaut's magnetic head can usually be adjusted to point the projection exactly where you want it, while the included remote lets you change colors, brightness, rotation speed, and timer settings without getting out of bed. It's perfect for creating a relaxing environment before sleeping, watching movies with the lights off, or simply making your room feel a bit more unique. Kids absolutely love it, but it's just as popular with adults who enjoy cozy lighting and space-themed decor. It's one of those Amazon products that seems a little silly at first, yet once you see it in action, it's surprisingly hard to resist. This looks like something straight out of an old pirate ship, but it's actually a surprisingly practical kitchen tool. Known as a Mezzaluna chopper, it uses a curved stainless steel blade that lets you rock back and forth instead of chopping up and down like a regular knife. That motion makes it incredibly fast for mincing herbs, garlic, onions, nuts, vegetables, and even pizza toppings with very little effort. The large wooden handles give you excellent control, while the wide blade can process a lot of ingredients in just a few seconds. It's oddly satisfying to use, and after trying it once, many people find themselves reaching for it instead of a chef's knife. It also has a rustic, old-school appearance that makes it stand out in any kitchen. It may look like an unusual medieval weapon at first, but it's actually one of those clever cooking gadgets that combines simplicity, speed, and a surprisingly fun cutting experience. If you've ever wished making hot dogs could be as easy as making toast, this bizarre little appliance actually exists. Instead of using a pan or boiling water, this retro-style toaster lets you cook 2 hot dogs and warm 2 buns at the exact same time. Just place everything into the dedicated slots, press the lever, and a few minutes later you've got a ready-to-eat snack with almost no effort. The vintage Coca-Cola design makes it look more like a collectible than a kitchen appliance, which is probably why so many people buy it even before thinking about whether they really need it. It's perfect for movie nights, game days, quick lunches, or anyone who simply loves quirky kitchen gadgets. Sure, it won't replace a full-sized grill, but that's not really the point. It's fun, nostalgic, incredibly easy to use, and definitely one of those Amazon products that makes guests stop and ask, "Wait, is that actually a hot dog toaster?" Some desk accessories are designed to be useful, while others exist purely to make people smile. This hilarious turtle coaster somehow manages to do both. At first, it looks like a cute little turtle sitting on your desk, but the moment you place a mug on its shell, the mechanism activates and its head pops forward with a goofy expression while its arms stretch out to the sides. It's a tiny detail that never gets old, especially when friends or coworkers see it for the first time. Besides being entertaining, it also protects your desk from heat, condensation, and coffee stains, just like any regular coaster. It works with mugs, cups, and most drink glasses, making it a fun addition to your home office or workspace. It also makes an excellent gift for anyone who loves quirky desk gadgets or funny decorations. It's completely unnecessary, undeniably adorable, and exactly the kind of random Amazon product that brightens your day every single time you grab a drink. And We've all had that moment when the coffee looks perfect, but the sugar or creamer is still sitting at the bottom. This self-stirring mug solves that tiny everyday problem with the press of a button. Hidden inside is a small rechargeable magnetic motor that creates a whirlpool effect, automatically mixing your drink in just a few seconds without needing a spoon. It's great for coffee, tea, hot chocolate, protein shakes, meal replacement drinks, or anything that tends to separate after sitting for a while. The transparent spinning vortex is oddly satisfying to watch, making the whole process much more entertaining than it has any right to be. It even comes with a lid to help retain heat and reduce spills while you're moving around. Is it absolutely necessary? Probably not. But after using it for a few mornings, you'll quickly realize it's one of those quirky gadgets that quietly makes your daily routine a little easier and a lot more fun. Cleaning the microwave is one of those chores everyone puts off, mostly because scrubbing dried food splatters is no fun. This little dragon offers a much easier solution, and it does it with plenty of personality. Simply fill it with a mixture of water and vinegar, place it inside the microwave and heat it for a few minutes. As the liquid turns into steam, it escapes through the dragon's mouth like it's breathing fire, softening stubborn grease and food residue stuck to the walls. Once the cycle is over, all that's left is a quick wipe with a cloth, and the mess comes off much more easily. It's a clever idea disguised as a funny kitchen decoration that always catches people's attention. Instead of hiding it in a cabinet, you'll probably leave it on the counter because it actually looks pretty cute. It's practical, inexpensive, and exactly the kind of quirky Amazon gadget that turns a boring household task into something surprisingly entertaining. At first, this looks like a simple toy robot, but it's packed with far more personality than you'd expect. Using the included remote, you can make it drive around, move its arms, play music, dance, tell stories, and even interact with different sound effects that make it feel surprisingly alive. Its animated digital face changes expressions while it moves, giving it a playful character that instantly grabs attention. Some versions can also carry lightweight objects on the tray attached to its front, making it look like a tiny robotic assistant, delivering snacks or small gifts across the room. It's the kind of gadget that kids absolutely love, but adults often end up playing with just as much. Whether it's entertaining guests, decorating a gaming setup, or simply sitting on a desk waiting to perform its next little dance routine, it never fails to start conversations. It's adorable, a little ridiculous, and exactly the sort of fun Amazon gadget you buy for someone else before deciding to keep it yourself. Ever since Spider-Man first appeared on screen, people have dreamed of shooting webs from their wrists. While this gadget won't have you swinging between skyscrapers, it definitely delivers the fantasy in a surprisingly fun way. Strap it onto your wrist, press the trigger, and it launches a small suction cup projectile attached to a retractable cord, making it feel like you're firing a real web. The mechanical action, the sound, and the wrist-mounted design all add to the illusion, turning even simple target practice into something entertaining. It's a fantastic collectible for superhero fans, cosplay events, costume parties, or anyone who enjoys quirky gadgets that don't take themselves too seriously. Kids will love pretending to be their favorite comic book hero, while adults usually end up having just as much fun testing their aim around the house. It's completely over the top, wonderfully nostalgic, and one of those Amazon finds that instantly makes you feel like a kid again the moment you put it on. Cold coffee is one of life's biggest disappointments, especially when you get distracted for just a few minutes. This smart heated mug is designed to make sure that never happens. Instead of simply insulating your drink, it actively keeps it at the exact temperature you choose, letting you enjoy every sip just as hot as the first. The digital display on the front allows you to adjust the temperature with a simple tap, while the included charging base does double duty by wirelessly charging your smartphone at the same time. It's a surprisingly clever combination that helps reduce clutter on your desk while keeping two of your daily essentials powered up. Whether you're working from home, studying late at night, or spending hours at the office, this gadget quietly solves a problem almost everyone has experienced. It may seem like an unnecessary luxury at first, but once you've enjoyed an entire mug of perfectly hot coffee from beginning to end, it's surprisingly difficult to go back. Making homemade stuffed sandwiches normally means cutting crust with a knife and hoping the filling doesn't spill everywhere. This little gadget does the entire job in one press. Simply place your filling between 2 slices of bread, position the mold on top, and press down firmly. In seconds, it cuts a perfect circle while sealing the edges at the same time, creating a neat pocket that's ready to eat or pack for later. It's ideal for peanut butter and jelly, ham and cheese, chocolate spread, or almost any soft filling you can think of. Kids especially love the fun shape, which makes lunchboxes a lot more exciting, but adults quickly discover it's just as useful for quick snacks and meal prep. It also helps reduce mess since the sealed edges keep ingredients from leaking out while you're eating. It's a simple idea that feels oddly satisfying every single time you use it, turning an ordinary sandwich into something that looks surprisingly professional with almost no effort. Watching videos on a phone is convenient, but sometimes you just wish the screen were a little bigger. This simple gadget makes that happen without batteries, apps, or complicated setup. Just place your smartphone behind the built-in magnifying lens, and it enlarges the image several times, making movies, videos, and social media much easier to watch from a comfortable distance. It's lightweight, folds flat when you're finished, and fits easily into a backpack or suitcase, making it great for travel, camping, or simply relaxing at home. While it won't replace a real television or projector, it creates a surprisingly enjoyable viewing experience for such a simple device. It's especially useful when sharing videos with friends without everyone crowding around a tiny phone screen. The whole concept feels almost too simple to work, yet that's exactly why so many people end up buying one. It's inexpensive, oddly satisfying to use, and one of those quirky Amazon gadgets that punches well above its price. This tiny retro robot is one of those gadgets that seems to do a little bit of everything. At first glance, it looks like a cute desktop decoration with its pixel-style digital face, but it's actually a Bluetooth speaker, alarm clock, wireless phone charger, and ambient light, all rolled into one compact device. Place your phone on top, and it starts charging, while the built-in speaker lets you stream your favorite music. The animated display gives it a playful personality, making it feel more like a little companion than just another electronic gadget. It fits perfectly on a nightstand, gaming setup, or office desk, adding a fun, futuristic touch without taking up much space. Despite its small size, it manages to combine several everyday functions into one clever design that helps reduce cable clutter. It's practical enough to use every day, yet quirky enough that almost everyone who sees it asks where you got it. Exactly the kind of fun Amazon find that's both useful and impossible to ignore. This might look like an ordinary cup, but it's actually a miniature frozen dessert machine. After keeping the inner cup in the freezer for the recommended time, simply pour in your favorite drink and start stirring. Within just a few minutes, the frozen walls begin transforming the liquid into a thick slush, creamy milkshake, or refreshing frozen treat without needing ice, a blender, or any electricity. You can experiment with fruit juices, chocolate milk, coffee, soda, smoothies, or even create your own custom recipes. Watching the liquid slowly turn into a spoonable dessert right in front of you is surprisingly satisfying, especially for kids, although adults usually end up having just as much fun with it. Cleanup is quick, and once it's back in the freezer, it's ready for the next creation. It's one of those clever Amazon products that feels a little like kitchen magic, making homemade frozen drinks incredibly easy, while adding a playful twist to something as simple as grabbing a cold beverage. Forget ordinary grilled cheese sandwiches. This Campfire sandwich maker turns almost anything between 2 slices of bread into a crispy toasted meal over an open flame. Simply load your ingredients inside, close the cast iron plates, and hold it above the fire for a few minutes. The heavy iron distributes heat evenly, giving you perfectly golden bread with warm, melted fillings inside. While classic ham and cheese is always a favorite, you can also make pizza pockets, breakfast sandwiches, fruit pies, chocolate-filled desserts, or even experiment with completely different recipes. Long wooden handles help keep your hands safely away from the heat, making it ideal for camping trips, backyard fire pits, or cozy evenings outdoors. There's something incredibly satisfying about cooking your own sandwich over a real fire instead of using a regular kitchen appliance. It feels old-fashioned in the best possible way, transforming a simple snack into part of the outdoor experience and making every meal just a little more memorable. Some people find bubble wrap relaxing. Others enjoy squeezing stress balls. And then there are those who can't resist popping pimples. If that sounds familiar, this bizarre little gadget might be the strangest form of stress relief you'll ever see on Amazon. It's a realistic silicone skin covered with tiny reusable pimples that can be filled with a soft cream before being squeezed out one by one. As odd as it sounds, many people describe the experience as surprisingly satisfying and genuinely relaxing after a stressful day. Once you're finished, you simply refill the pores and start all over again. It's become popular among people who enjoy oddly satisfying videos, ASMR content, or fidget toys that keep their hands busy. Whether you think it's fascinating or completely disgusting probably depends on your personality, but one thing is certain, almost nobody can look at it without wanting to try it at least once. It's weird, unforgettable, and undeniably entertaining. Most lamps are designed to blend into the background, but this glowing mushroom is made to steal the spotlight. Inspired by whimsical fairy tale forests, it creates a soft, warm glow that instantly makes any room feel cozier. Whether you place it on a bedside table, bookshelf, gaming setup, or desk, it adds a relaxing atmosphere that's perfect for winding down in the evening. Many versions offer adjustable brightness, letting you switch between a subtle night light and a slightly brighter ambient lamp depending on your mood. Its compact size means it fits almost anywhere without taking up much space, while the playful mushroom shape makes it look more like a piece of decor than an ordinary light. It's especially popular among people who love aesthetic bedrooms, cottagecore decor, or unique desk accessories that stand out from the usual designs. It's simple, charming, and one of those Amazon finds that somehow makes a room feel warmer the moment you turn it on. Cooking can get a little messy, especially when you're constantly wondering where to put a hot spoon between stirs. That's exactly the problem this cheerful little crab solves. It sits right on the edge of your pot, holding your spoon above the food, while also lifting the lid just enough to let excess steam escape. That small gap helps reduce boilovers, making it easier to keep sauces, soups, and pasta under control without constantly watching the stove. The flexible silicone material handles high temperatures with ease, and once you're done cooking, it goes straight into the dishwasher for quick cleanup. More importantly, it brings a bit of humor to the kitchen every time you use it. Instead of another boring utensil holder, you get a tiny red crab that looks like it's proudly carrying your spoon with its claws. It's practical, adorable, and one of those clever Amazon gadgets that proves even the smallest kitchen accessories can make cooking a little more enjoyable. Burning your fingers on a hot plate fresh out of the microwave is something almost everyone has experienced. These simple little plate grippers are designed to make that problem disappear. Instead of awkwardly balancing a scorching dish with oven mitts or a kitchen towel, you simply squeeze the handles, grip the edge of the plate, and lift it safely with one hand. The spring-loaded mechanism provides a firm hold, while the heat-resistant pads help prevent slipping even on smooth ceramic dishes. They're especially useful for heavy bowls of soup, steaming pasta plates, or containers that become too hot to touch after heating. Once you've used them a few times, you'll probably wonder why they aren't included with every microwave. They're compact enough to fit inside a kitchen drawer, require no maintenance, and work in seconds. It may not be the flashiest gadget on Amazon, but it's one of those surprisingly practical little inventions that quietly saves your fingertips every single day. If there's one thing that instantly makes a room feel cozier, it's soft, warm lighting, and this adorable Capybara lamp does exactly that. Instead of a plain night light, you get a squishy little companion that glows with a gentle amber light, creating a calm atmosphere that's perfect for winding down before bed. The soft silicone body is pleasant to touch, making it fun to squeeze whenever you need a little stress relief. Many versions let you adjust the brightness with a simple tap, so you can use it as a reading light, a bedside lamp, or just subtle ambient lighting during the evening. It's rechargeable, portable, and easy to carry from one room to another without dealing with cables. Whether you're decorating a bedroom, gaming setup, nursery, or office desk, it instantly adds a playful touch that makes people smile. It's cute without being childish, practical without being boring, and one of those irresistible Amazon finds that somehow makes every space feel just a little happier.